This is KCTV English News. I'm Nick Brontes. More foreign travelers but fewer domestic tourists are coming to Jeju. The Jeju branch of the Bank of Korea has released its study on economic trends for the fourth quarter of this year. It found that arrivals from Japan, Thailand, Taiwan, and Malaysia have increased by between 50 and 100% compared to the same period last year. Analysts cite an increasing preference for going overseas and a fewer number of flight tickets to the island as the main reasons fewer Koreans are vacationing here. Experts say that means the province should give preference to larger airplanes and that it should relax restrictions on the times that planes can take off and land here. The number of unsold new homes in Jeju continues to grow. The Land Ministry has released a study of unsold housing across the nation for the month of October. The total in Jeju was 1,226 units, of which 731 remained unsold after completion. That is a record high. Analysts say the actual number of unsold homes is even higher because the ministry's figures only include residential developments with at least 30 units for which the province has permitted sales. The Jeju Municipal Police Force will be getting more officers from the provincial police next year during the third round of personnel transfers. The Jeju Provincial Police Agency says it will transfer roughly 130 officers to the municipal police as part of regular personnel changes in the first half of next year. Those being transferred include officers currently assigned to precinct stations, regional patrol officers, and staff at 112 emergency response offices. They will be assigned to issues related to area residents' daily lives, such as dealing with inebriated people and solving traffic problems. National Police Agency Chief Min Gap-yong on Thursday visited the municipal police's Eastern Patrol Station. He checked how things were running after the second transfer of officers from the provincial police, and he promised active support of the municipal police as it continues to grow and take on more responsibilities. The Jeju branch of the Korean Red Cross launched its annual fundraising drive Thursday morning at Sanjicheon Square. The Red Cross aims to collect 2.33 billion won in donations for its work next year. That's 8.4% more than what it collected for this year's operations. The money will be used for disaster relief and community service. It will collect donations for 62 days through the end of January. The provincial government is expanding its official development assistance initiative. Jeju has offered ODA in Mongolia, East Timor, and Burundi. Local officials will now provide job training support in the Kalimantan area of Borneo, Indonesia. They will focus on training workers for ecotourism jobs, as well as developing souvenirs and improving the general skills of area residents. The Provincial Office of Education plans to adopt the International Baccalaureate curriculum at public schools in Jeju, and it's proving to be a controversial proposal. Here's Mike Laidman with a second report on the issue, this time focusing on its estimated costs.
The Provincial Office of Education is planning to introduce the International Baccalaureate, or IB curriculum, to the island's schools. It's not only those directly involved in education, however, but also local communities who have conflicting opinions about this proposition. Today, we're taking a look at the curriculum from the point of view of cost. Opponents argue that the IB curriculum can only be properly implemented at richer private schools, like international schools and foreign language high schools, which typically cost tens of millions of won in tuition fees per year.
굉장히 국제학교 학비가 5천만 원이 넘잖아요. 근데 그런 예산이 투입돼야만이 운영할 수 있는 건데 이런 공교육에 이런 국제학교에서 하는 그런 프로그램을 갖고 와서 한 학교에 굉장히 많은 예산을 쏟아붓는다면 이게 또 하나의 귀족학교다. 국제학교를 또다시 만드는 거랑 마찬가지다.
Meanwhile, the Education Office has emphasized that the IB curriculum is a part of the regular education system and that there's a plan to introduce it at schools in rural areas on a trial basis. The office stresses that such a trial would attract outstanding students to rural schools and reduce some of the stress and contestation that goes into getting into some of Jeju's main schools.
경기외고에서 한다, 충남 삼성고는 자사고에서 한다고 해서 이걸 수월성 교육이라고 한다면 서울대에서 환경교육을 하면 환경교육이 수월성 교육입니까? 그거는 전혀 아니고요. IB를 도입하고 있는 전 세계 4,000개 학교 중에는 너무너무 학생과 그 환경이 열악해서 그 폐교 위기에 있던 그 학교들이 IB를 도입하면서 오히려 성공한 사례들이 많이 있었습니다.
The same tune can be heard from teachers of international schools on the subject of the IB curriculum introduction. They say they are watching many countries introduce the internationally recognized curriculum, which helps to cultivate human resources to lead the world to a better future. However, they note that constant investment in teaching resources and evaluative tools is the key to IB success.
이게 안 힘들다고 하면 거짓말인 것 같아요. 되게 힘든데 힘든 만큼 제가 좋아하는 걸 하니까 좀 더 많이 배우고 보람을 느끼는 게 있어서.
So I do think it is a good idea, but I do think that they do have to think carefully about the investment and how they put their money into it, because it is a cost that pays off, but it's a big cost up front.
Mike Laidman, KCTV.
We'll have a mostly cloudy start to the weekend Saturday. For the details, here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 11 and the afternoon high 17 degrees. Exactly the same temperatures are expected down south in Seogwipo. The low before lunch in Seongsan will be 10, and the high later on again, 17 degrees. Similar temperatures are expected across the island in Gosan. And the morning low up on the mountain at Songpanak will be 6, and the afternoon high 10 degrees. Out on the water, winds will be out of the north and northeast at 6 to 9 meters per second, and seas will remain quite calm. And here's a look ahead into next week. That brings us to the end of today's newscast. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you'll tune in next time. Until then, don't forget to find us on YouTube by searching for KCTV E-News Jeju. 시청자 여러분, 고맙습니다.